Some suggestions that could help the issues are to offer more training to officers in the field, or to require more training, as well as to have maybe stricter psych evals and yearly or half-yearly check-ins with the officers. Also, just to create stricter rules for traffic stops, just what requires one, what would be just something to be hold the officer accountable of why they actually pulled the person over, something visible. And also just to not as much of a solution, but just something to help the problem would just be to educate the public on how to interact with police officers at a stop. A lot of the times they are everyone is usually angry or just annoyed that they're stopped, or they're scared, so they do act out. So a lot of it is just sadly having to educate people just to make sure they don't get hurt in a traffic stop. And then there was a program in Oregon for alternatives to police officers at all. They had something called Cahoots, which was a program designed to respond to behavioral crises more than traffic stops and the like. But they dispatched two-person teams to go and mediate between officers and the public. And I actually had an uncle who was an officer for years, and he ended up retiring at the height of the Black Lives Matter movement, just because everything did get very aggressive and he didn't agree with how the cops were handling it. So it is interesting just to see the two perspectives of it. And while I don't think there is a very clear solution to the problem, there is some things that we could do to help out.